Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you one of my prepper finds. This is a general coverage receiver, the Sangean ATS 803A. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today's going to be just a quick video. I want to show you something I picked up. And I like showing you stuff that I can pick up in thrift stores or, yard sales or whatever. And this was an item similar to that. I've been watching this item on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I know a lot of folks aren't on Facebook Marketplace or on Facebook. I get it, no big deal. But this is something that I picked up on there. And normally, these run up anywhere from $200 to $50 sales for sale used. The $50 ones usually have cosmetic issues, or they're not in great condition, they're beat up a little bit. Maybe the buttons are scratchy or noisy. This thing, I think somebody bought it in 1989, used it once or twice, and put it away. There's not a scratch on this radio. It was very dusty, but none of the pots or switches or anything are scratchy. It didn't even have batteries in it, so there wasn't even any battery rot, in the back compartment. Gotta say, I was really impressed with it. I'd been watching it for a while because it was so inexpensive. She had it for $20. Like I said, normally even decent used ones go for, 80, 90 bucks. So I was pretty impressed. So I decided to message the person on Facebook and say, hey, is it still for sale? This was local, here in my town. And she's like, yeah, can you come pick it up tonight? And I'm like, sure, Now, the people that were selling it, I happened to, see their Facebook page. And this is what they do. They do house cleanouts and buy stuff at yard sales and buy stuff in bulk, and they resell it. This is their job. So this was something she had there, just been sitting around. She wanted to get rid of it, and I was like, sure. I said, you understand this is worth more than you're asking for it. She's like, I know, it's like a $200 radio. So anyway, I was very pleased. So it just goes to show you, if you look around long enough, you don't have to pay top dollar for new items. Now, as I've always said, I like having a shortwave radio in your preparedness gear. Of course, this is way too big for a bug-out bag or go gear or anything like that. For something like that, I would suggest a little Reticus V115. It's small, thin, lightweight, even plays SD cards. It's way, way more in tune with bug-out gear and such, but this is an awesome unit to keep in your house. And it's actually going to replace a unit that was in my storeroom. This got a lot of hours put on it. This guy here, this Grundig. When you adjust the volume, it's really scratchy and sometimes it's low. These are usually done by a wheel inside, even though it's digital. And when you adjust it, it'll kind of roll backwards because the wheel's messed up. I really use it just basically for AM when I'm in there, or FM if I'm listening to music. So this is going to get replaced. This did do shortwave. Unfortunately, it didn't have sideband, and that one does. This guy's going to go in the room that I put that, if you watch my videos a few videos back, you saw me do that shelf. It's going to go in there. Not sure what to do with it yet. I'll probably just use it when I'm reorganizing food in there or whatever. Having something to play in the background while I'm working. But that's what it's replacing. Let me get into a little bit of information on this and we'll test it out. This was made in Taiwan for Sangean from 1989 to 1995. After that, they stopped making it. And I'll give you a quick look around it. As you can tell, this thing is like in brand new condition. Even has the original strap. I mean, I couldn't believe that. This is a little bar for putting it sideways, putting it at an angle. These are the batteries. It uses 6D batteries for the radio itself and 2 AA's for keeping the memories intact and all that. It's way heavy too with the 6D batteries in it. One of those old D battery deals. And I do stock a lot of D batteries, but I want to get better ones because these were just cheapy ones I got for free. So they're a couple years old, so I want to get some new ones in anyway, so I rotated these out. But works very, very well. The antenna on this is massive. I would probably say it's a good 5 feet long, which is pretty big for an antenna. That will come into play later when we hook it up to the antenna system I have in here. The clock is in 24-hour mode and exactly 12 hours ahead because it's 10:08 a.m., not 22:08. I have to fix that. That's just a matter of programming it. You do it with a mode store, and then you type in the time. I just have to figure that out because I have the manual online. I found it and downloaded it. So this is interesting because This radio does single sideband, like I said, but it does it differently than you would think. Most radios today have an upper or lower sideband switch. This has a BFO potentiometer pot there, and you will switch the BFO on or off. So that's upper sideband, that's lower sideband, and you'll move it to tune it in wherever you want. You switch your BFO on, your beat frequency oscillator, that's what that means, and you will tune it to whatever you hear. So it will. Last night I had this up with my little J-pole that I made, my little not J-pole, my ham radio dipole I made from speaker wire, and it was pulling in ham stations from all over. So works very, very well. That was the first thing I did when I got this home, of course, was test it, because I was sure it was broken, you know? Worked perfect. So that's how it works. Works a little differently. It will receive all AM, FM broadcast band, as well as, low wave, which is below the AM band, and of course, shortwave, and we explained how the sideband works. It's a double conversion circuit. The size, let me show you here, 11.5 by 6.3 by 2.4, and it is 3.8 pounds. So this isn't a light unit, especially with the batteries in it. So it's got a mini head jack, it's got a battery indicator on here, the keypad down here, which is really neat, has direct entry for shortwave. So if you're on, say, 40 meters and you want to go to 80 meters, you just 3, 8, 4, whatever, enter. And you'll be able to do that. You don't have to use the dial. It does have a tuning dial, but you don't have to use it. And like I said, used, they go anywhere. I've seen them on eBay for $50. It's kind of questionable if they work or not. New, they run about $200. It's got amazing AM and FM reception. I will say that. It really pulls in the AM stations. And the original model for this was the ATS 803. It was made in 1985, but it didn't have the wide, narrow selectivity down here at the bottom. So if you're listening to a station and you want it to be a wider or more narrow bandwidth on it, you can hear it a little bit wider or narrower on AM and shortwave. A little bit more of the band spectrum that you're listening to, basically. That's pretty much it. It was also sold as the Realistic DX440. It didn't have the record jack output. It's got an old school record jack output in here for the timers. Where is? Oh, it's on the side. My fault. Real old school. For the time being, it even came with an adapter, by the way. She gave me one of these old Radio Shack power adapters. It's a 9-volt power adapter needed. Now back here, we're going to have to pick up an RCA plug. Right now, I have a bare piece of wire because on my Grundig, I just stuck it in there, and I had an antenna. I stuck one on each side. On this one, I need a plug. So for the time being, we're either going to use an alligator clip, like we're going to use today, or I'm just going to tape the wire onto there that's in my room. In my storeroom, around the edge of the ceiling, I have some wire all the way around the room. And that acted as a shortwave antenna. Works pretty well. You know, every antenna is a compromise in some way or another. I'm just using it for receive, so a bigger antenna is always better. So I'm probably going to just clip it onto here for the time being until I get an RCA plug. Believe it or not, I don't have any RCA plugs. Everything has gone away from that in recent years and got rid of a lot of old ones. Now I always kick myself for getting rid of old stuff. It's like, darn, you could have kept one. So let me get it down kind of at an angle here. And we're going to try and tune in stations and see how it sounds. All right, so real quickly I'm going to finish up here. I want to show you the AM and FM reception. AM, I have it already set on a local station here. You'll hear a lot of noise in the background. That's my lights causing it. It's not an exceptionally strong signal right now. In the daytime, later on, it'll get stronger. But that's really the only AM station we get out here. Try FM.
Friday, as the deal was being announced, Chinese
That's
officials
awesome.
didn't answer the question.
Really nice sound.
Exact size of this.
I don't know why. I think just for the headphones, it's the stereo
during
or
the negotiations, the Chinese
mono.
had insisted that these purchases we really
don't
would be based on
worry about that
market
with just the one speaker.
So
but the speaker sounds nice.
This would require a huge jump in China's imports, be about double where we were back
So,
in.
let me tune around on shortwave and see if I can find a station, because the band conditions recently have been absolutely horrifying. I'm going to see if I can find something on there to listen to, and we'll finish up the video. Couldn't really find any ham traffic on here, but I'm going to show you the WWV, the time signal from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Hours, 17 minutes, coordinated universal time.
So, and it's also on AM, but you can tell it's getting a decent signal. The band conditions, even for this, have been atrocious lately. Let me show you quickly how I have it hooked up here. You'll notice the antenna is running off into the distance. Let me move the camera real quick. All the way over here. And you can see the little alligator clip on here. That's just some random length baling wire that I have connected that runs around the top of my garage ceiling, all the way around this side. So I just have it tacked up there, and I use that for my other shortwave radio here, which is my other Sangean. But this one here works pretty well, and it gives you a little bit more of an antenna. Let's watch the signal when I disconnect it. You put you back over there. I'm waiting for them to talk. So you can see the difference. It helps a little bit. This antenna is very good. Anyway, I just want to let you hear it. It works pretty good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any hams talking at the moment, but like I said, the band conditions have been really funky. If you're a ham, you know about it. You've seen it. It's just been kind of dead for the last month or so. So anyway, keep an eye open for deals out there. You don't have to rush out and buy the newest and the best. This was one of the hottest shortwave radios back in the day when it came out, and it really put Sangean on the map as a quality shortwave radio producer. So definitely a cool item. Definitely something, just keep in the back of your mind when you see something new. Maybe you can find it cheaper, used at a secondhand store, for sale online somewhere, sale locally at a garage sale. So always be looking for deals. Now, what's going to happen with this radio, say, if I didn't want to put it in my other room? Would I buy it? I might buy it and then resell it. For 20 bucks, I could easily sell this for 50 or 60, maybe even 70 or $80. So anyway, that's the video today. Just wanted to show you this and kind of keep you encouraged there to keep looking out for stuff that you find. You don't have to spend top dollar on stuff. You'll be able to find stuff pretty easily if you just keep your eyes open and know what you're looking for. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our links down below, our Thrive Life link, our Amazon store as well. Just click the link, shop as you normally would if there's nothing in the store you like, and you can really help out the channel a whole lot. And don't forget to check out our All-Light link as well, as the sale is going on. We still have a Christmas sale going on today. Don't forget to check it out. Lots of good deals. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe and stay prepared.